we need another piece in there. That's the length of the neck. So I can mark the neck's maximum length here. Yep, perfect. There's the foot. I've marked it just right. Let's go, maximum length is right there. And then we'll know what to cut. So our actual neck, remember the fretboard's going to overhang onto the body. Our actual neck ends here. Let me change the camera. So what I've done there is I've marked out another line right here. I'm going to label these now so I know what I'm doing, because God knows I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so this is the neck end. This is the 14th cut over the body join. This is, so that means there's your 10 in thickness there, 1 inch or so. This is your 12th for scale reference. And that's your 0 fret here. Okay, cool. We've got that marked out. We know what we're doing. We're cutting it there. That leaves all this for this much headstock and this much heel. Perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this across here. And then work out what we need to do from a building block perspective. Okay, cool. Okay, so I need to cut there, and I need to measure how much I need to cut here. Okay, so it's the full length of that. It doesn't need to be the full length, it only needs to be halfway. So if I measure that, that's 7 1/4 inches. So we want 3 3/4. Let's just say 4 to be safe. Where does that cross over? Let's have a look. Perfect. So there's enough thickness there to accommodate it all the way to about there. And then we just need that much more. Okay, so all we need to cut is that length there, which is a roughly 4 inches. Okay. So we need 4 inches here for the headstock, and the rest can be heel. So let's mark that out. Headstock, sandwich, and then this guy will be for the heel. And the heel doesn't need to be too thick at all. The heel is actually, we've got a large piece at 3 inches, 3 1/2, 3 1/4. So we go 3 1/4. Be Bumstead with the 6 months. Thank you for the 41 months total. That's awesome. Thank you for the resub, my friend. How are you, Marky Mark? What's going on, bro? Good to see you. So that's heel. We'll need 3 pieces. The next one will be 2 inches and 2 inches. Okay, so 2 and 2, which is perfect because we've got 5. I'm going to go 2.5, and the rest of it can free ball. Okay. So this one neck blank has got enough meat on it for the neck propper, the heel add-ons, and the scarf, or the well, I'm not doing a scarf, so the doubling up on the headstock here. So let's go cut that out. So I'm going to cut there, I'm going to cut there, and I'm going to cut, so that line, that line, that line, and that line, 4 pieces. Let's go do that right now. I'll just go set up that room. Okay, let me switch cameras and see what we got. Switching cameras. There's our cutting. Are we ready to go? We're ready to go. Are we ready to go? We're ready to go. Repeating yourself. On repeat. Someone out of command. Ha! Let's go cut this out, guys and girls. What's that camera like? Is it any good? That's lined up okay. Let's cut that. There's all our pieces, done and dusted. So we can glue that up now. Before we glue up anything, we're going to put the truss rod channel in there. That's next. So what we're going to do is we're going to end up with the following. BTM, what's going on? We're going to end up with this. So that will turn into that heel is going to be like that, right there. Let me show you. So that heel's going to end up like that, and we're going to carve it down in there. You can see the overlay right here. Okay, that covers that carve in there. And of course, we're going to have this guy stuck down in here like so. And that is going to allow for that, and I need that piece there. I need another half inch or so, which I've got under the bench there, and I'll glue that in, and that'll give us the 15-degree pitch that we need for that guy. Okay, so we need one more piece here. I've got some of that. So there's our heel. That's that. We don't need to do that now. We're going to now work on a truss rod through here, and we're going to work this truss rod down to about there, pitches away. Let's get a truss rod out. The command for the secret word. I realized that camera was a trigger word after I typed the word camera. Ha! Try video, Tom. Watch this. Exclamation. Video. Let's see what that does. It might not work. I did have a couple in there. Camera, camera, screen. I can't remember. There was a couple there, but camera is definitely one. Because that way, if I ever forget, you type camera, I'll hear a bell. Microphone or sound. I don't know about that. Cowbell. Maybe it's cowbell. Exclamation cowbell. That'll do it. Camera and cowbell. I'm pretty sure it's those. Let's try cowbell. There we go. The S word is one. Ooh, that's good. I did one for sound as well. That's good. Right. What do we need? Truss rod. When do we need it? Now. What do we need? Truss rod. When do we need it? Now. This truss rod here may not need, actually, is this head broken? It is. That's not good. I need to get another truss rod. Hang on, guys. Let me get a good one. Let me get a goodie. It's got to be a good one, and it's got to be a new one. We want a new one for these people. There we go. Nice and new.